Good evening, folks. This is Darth Rabbit 07 coming to you tonight with another quick review. Fresh off the Amazon Prime truck, I got 3 more figures tonight of the ones that I've got. I'm going after that Beast Wars, the second offering. I just can't resist Beast Wars. So with all that said and done, let's do a little bit of homework. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, all the stuff down below. Thank you again to all those who have done so. My subscribers rock. Thank you so very much. Let's turn this camera around and take a look at this Beast Wars the second, or Beast Wars 2 offering. Thanks again for watching, guys. And tonight on the turntable we have Beast Wars II Tasmanian Kid there in this little core class box. And we're going to go over here to the side of the box and take a look at that. It's our core class offering there, and you get there in 20 steps from Robot to Tasmanian Devil and back again. And I never did own Snarl, so I'm really excited to have this in hand. And it's nice to see that the one sheet made it to this box side here. And for those looking in store, here is the UPC code. I hope that helps you find your copy of Tasmanian Kid when it does get to the stores or in your markets. So let's get them out of the box and take a closer look at what's in the box. And just for prosperity, I'm going to crack this open on camera at least one time for the core class. I won't be doing this with all the core classes as I go forward here. His tail's in the front here. I don't think there's any toilet paper doobies hiding out stuff. And Tasmanian Kid is actually got his head, feet things like, oh, that's pretty wild. Okay, let me free him from this cardboard, and you get your instructions, and that's all that you get in there with the warning in 26 languages. And a special note, you can take his tail gun and put it in actually where it's at, and it can store like that in robot mode, and or you can actually configure it to put it on the back side of his arm there to kind of do his little blaster thing. This is his side profile, this is his rear profile, port side, and we've got a total 360 everything. Let's take a close look at those details. Let's take a look at that facial detail. It looks really, really good. I like the light blue eyes. Most of the time Maximals, I want to say, have red eyes, but this is Beast Wars II, and I'm going to have to go back and start watching that show again. It has a really catchy intro for those that haven't watched it. The head, let's see, is on a ball, and it can go all the way around. You get some up, no really down, because it's got the little chinny chin stuck there. But great detail all over on the head there. I didn't ever, like I said, have the original version, but if I'm not too mistaken, these were like pull the tail and they transform into beast mode, and then you click it back off and it snaps back up into robot mode. There's 20 steps to this one here to get there. You got all the way around on a ball there at the shoulder, and you can go out to the side that far, and his back panels are going to kind of get in the way as we go through this. It looks like he's got some wrist articulation, the elbow, he's got that ball on a swivel, the hand probably for transformation purposes can do all that. Stop and talk to the hand. It's got a peg there for the sword weapon thing. Anyway, no waist due to the transformation, as you can clearly see there. He can kick up that far forward, and that's what that looks like. He can go back till he hits the backpack that far, and he's got that much in the knee. He's got any ankle tiltage? No ankle tiltage. It looks like it was on a ball to do. Well, it's on a ball and it doesn't have that function. It's just got that forward and back right there. And you got a heel spur with the lower jaw. So just be really careful with that, mindful as you move forward. So since we can't just pull the tail and get him transformed, but before we do that, I'll do some comparisons. Let me go grab my Leo Prime, Leo Convoy. I'll be right back. And here he is with Leo Prime, his commander in the show, and just all around awesome cat bot. I don't mind that cat junk in the trunk. It's okay to me, I guess, these days, as they can keep on cranking out these Beast Wars figures. And I actually got that back part mistransformed right there, but anyway, there we go. That's a little bit better. So yeah, I need some more of these guys to join the cast here, and we're going to get him with his casemates next, or actually the other wave one united. Here's Tasmanian Kid with the Infernac Universe Magnus, and Rescue Robots Autobot Chase, and Animated Universe Optimus Prime, and lastly Transformer Prime Universe Thundertron. That's all of them on the table that I got thus far. I think that's a really stunning looking group of 5 so far. And I got Animated Bumblebee coming out here later and getting his review. And then I'm going to do Cyberverse Windblade last. And that's them in robot mode. So let me show off that tail gun real quick with this guy. No, kid, that's not how you hold it. And that's about the best way, the best look that you can get on the pose with his gun blaster on his arm. I wish there was a little bit more to do, or if a third party was to give me a hand that articulates and actually grabs the gun, that kind of thing, I'd be all for buying that in a heartbeat. I really just don't see the sense in dumbing things down. Just go ahead and give it the articulation it needs and deserves, and or give it grippy hands or 5mm pegs or whatever, instead of doing it like this. It's very limited in what you can do. You can hold it sideways like one of the Seekers, and I just hit the camera, sorry about the shake. But then the right arm and the left arm are not, I can't handle that. Really just want it to have the form and functionality of, say, one of these, and stop cheaping things out. That said, I still love this a lot. Let's get them converted into their alt modes in 3, 2, 1, and here is Tasmanian Kid in his beast mode. Let's go ahead and do a quick spin around. There's the port side looking pretty okay. The back side and what you get there, his tail's inserted there, and the starboard side of the beast mode. And I gotta say, like, whenever you go to look in on the details, you get a snarl that looks like he's had a lobotomy because of the way that the lines do, but it's not all that bad, and he does retain a little bit of jaw articulation, so you can get some snarling rar, rar, rar. He has no articulation in the legs except for the transformation joint. Well, hey, you can go back and forth like that. I don't like it when they stiffen that up, so if a third party was to make articulating leg, that would be awesome too. I don't like how it shows that faux chest there and the belly and the chest. It's got some of the parts, like I said, I didn't have the original one, so I don't know if it had like a little play dead action feature like most of the other ones that were released here in America. If it was in America, like Snarl, that was just more Beast Wars non-show characters. And in Japan, these were actually the Beast Wars II figures, and they had like a play dead kind of mode or something else going on there. But that's about going to do it for Snarl. I like it with the mouth open right there. It looks really, really cool as a Tasmanian Devil. My first Tasmanian Devil Beast former ever. So let's get him with the other casemates. First up, we have Magnus, and not casemates, but Wave 1, Wave 1 figures. So the next up is Deluxe Class Autobot Chase there. Following it up with some Voyagers, we have Animated Optimus Prime in vehicle mode and Voyager Class Thundertron. So there's your look at the United Wave 1 all together so far on the turntable, and we're running out of room fast, and there's still 2 more figures. There's going to be a bee and a Windblade here somewhere, somehow, some way, but we'll get to that bridge when we can get to it. Let's take a look at him with his Maximal Leader, Leo Prime. There he is with Leo Prime, or Aslan Prime, or however you want to call it. Lio Convoy. All the same, there they are together, looking great. I just need to get this rest of this Beast Wars 2 cast and those other Decepticons and other baddies, and that so very cool. Thank you, Hasbro, for finally answering our Beast Wars wants and needs with some more Beast Wars figures. That said, hope they don't keep cheaping them out. They keep giving them better articulation, making them better for today. So let's get this Tasmanian Kid and some final thoughts, guys. Some final thoughts on Tasmanian Kid. I really do enjoy that they actually took a 1-step transformer. They give him 20 steps to transform. And while it's not horribly hard, there's something uniquely satisfying about having another Beast Former on the turntable tonight. That is actually from Beast Wars 2 and just absolutely rocks. I really can't wait to get a hold of some more Beast Wars characters, especially when we get a hold of Magmatron next summer. That's been a long time coming and answered, and I don't have to worry about getting that old one now. But just if I do get the old stuff, it's for prosperity at this point. That all said and done, I highly recommend if you're a Beast Former fan, even though it's simplistic in the core class state here, I still highly recommend this. The backpack kibble does clean up fairly well there, and you can adjust those other legs to do however you need it to do. You can get him some pretty dynamic posing, even though he doesn't got waist swivel. At least he does got the wrist swivel, but those hands need to be better, and I kind of wish we had some grippy, grabby kind of action hands. I don't know. Toy standards and whatnot, I guess it's the best they could do with the budget and what have you. But all that said and done, I'm gonna stop rambling. I highly recommend this guy all the same. Make sure to check Amazon to see if we can get you a copy of this. I'm glad I did. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, all the stuff down below if you haven't done so. Thank you again to all those who has to subscribe. Thank you to my subscribers. You guys are totally rock. And that's about going to wrap up Tasmanian Kid, also known as Snarl. Here in the U.S. he was Snarl, and in Japan he's Tasmanian Kid, and Beast Wars #2. Thanks again for watching my channel. Y'all have an excellent week out there, and stay tuned. There's more, 2 more deluxe figures coming. Thanks again for watching. Till all are one.